After months of shuttle diplomacy from US Secretary of State John Kerry, Israelis and Palestinians are back at the negotiating table, facing the same obstacles which the two sides have previously been unable to surmount to end the decades-old conflict. While the politicians once again prepare to face a quagmire of incendiary issues, everyday Palestinians and Israelis appear to be skeptical that their representatives will have any more success than their predecessors did in finding a compromise peace deal.
Since 1967 till now, we had too many talks that reached no point. We have reached a point that we beg the Jews to go and pray.
This is a beginning to end the Palestinian case. These negotiations are not to end occupation or settlements in the West Bank, especially when we know that the conditions are for the sake of the Israeli side, which is supported by the United States.
It will not get a result. It will be only repeating other talks. The Palestinian side already gave up when they started the talks without halting the building of settlements. Also, the release of prisoners will not happen.
I think the fact that there was such a strong demand that we'll release terrorists before we even start talking raises a doubt as to how genuine the Palestinians who are coming for those negotiations really are, and whether it was justified to have such a price tag before we even negotiate anything.
If in the future this peace that right now seems to be very hypothetical does evolve into exchange of territories or anything of that sort, that's something that could be considered. At first, a real wish for peace on the Palestinian side needs to be proven.
It's about time we have these talks. Unfortunately, I don't believe anything good will come out of it because both sides aren't ready for it. Israel is not ready to do the necessary giving and taking, if you will. It will not leave the territories. The Palestinians will not take less of that, and they should talk, but nothing will come out of it, unfortunately.
After so many failed peace talks, the skepticism is well-founded. The right of Palestinian refugees to return to what is now Israel, the status of Jerusalem, which both parties want as their capital, and the borders that will define any two-state solution have become totemic standpoints for both sides. However, despite the inevitable sacrifices that would need to be made, most Israelis support the idea of a two-state solution. A recent poll in Israel's Haaretz newspaper found 55%. The overwhelming amount of Israelis are in favor of a peace deal, resulting in the establishment of a Palestinian state, with just 25% against and 20% undecided.
It's a long process, and we don't have much expectations, but we still have hopes.